As parents, we often think we are the teachers, but sometimes our children turns out to be our greatest teachers. And recently, I had a learning experience from my 5-year-old daughter. Her tone, her expression, and her reactions, I could see my reflection in it. And that is where I realized our children are not great listeners, but they're great observers. And so we as a parent, we need to be watchful, we need to be vigilant in how we live, in how we talk, how we behave. Because they are nothing but a reflection. Deuteronomy 6 verses 6 and 7 says, you should keep this in your heart. Teach your children diligently, even when you eat, when you sleep, when you lie, when you walk. Which means, as a parent, teaching is not just a moment, but it's a lifestyle. So we as a parent, we need to be careful. The greatest sermon that our children learn is not from the church, but it's how we behave. It's how we treat our spouse. It's how we treat our house help. It's how we treat our neighbors. It's how we treat our friends. How we treat our in-laws. How we treat our family, our parents. They learn it by observing all of that. Instead of telling them, shouting, pray, pray. Why don't you start praying? Because when you pray, they pray. Instead of teaching them to be humble, humility all the time, why don't you and I start serving? When you serve, they serve. When you forgive, they forgive. And when you complain, they complain. They do exactly what we do. So dear parents, let us be careful. Because our little children, the little eyes are observing, the little ears are listening, and the little hearts are becoming. And sometimes God uses our children to show who we really are. So let's be careful and live a life that we want our children to live.